Well, Arvind Kejriwal, the former Chief Minister of Delhi and the head of the Aam Aadmi Party, is in jail tonight. He was taken into custody into Tihar after refusing to seek bail in a defamation case filed by Nitin Gadkari, and he is likely to remain there till the 23rd, that's later this week, when the next hearing takes place. Now, on your right, you're seeing pictures of complete chaos and commotion outside Tihar jail that's taken place just a short while ago. You can see police there dragging out supporters of the Aam Aadmi Party. Yogendra Yadav is also there. Section 144 was imposed, which means that no large gatherings then could be allowed. Essentially, the police not allowing the AAP to hold a protest dharna outside Tihar jail. Many today very, very critical of this move, saying that this was unnecessary. It's a political stunt, a political drama by Kejriwal. That's on a day when he actually held a press conference this morning saying that he would apologize to the people of Delhi for resigning, that he realizes that perhaps that was a mistake and that they should have stayed on and not left the government in Delhi the way that they did back in February. So is this a political stunt by the Aam Aadmi Party? Joining us first tonight, Kiran Bedi, former IPS officer, activist, and also possibly a chief ministerial candidate for the BJP here in Delhi. Ma'am, let me first ask you on the news that you are making for the last 24 hours. You've indicated now that you are ready for a political role if you are asked to do that. Has there been any forward movement on that front in the last few hours?
Let's wait and see. All I've said so far is that my earlier aversion to electoral politics has considerably declined, and I am inclined, in view of a very inspirational environment in this country created by the leadership of Mr. Narendra Modi. I'm very happy to now join ranks and strengthen him in any way that this country moves forward. I'm very inspired, therefore it's getting out of the comfort zone to give to the country whatever more I can give. That's all I can say right now.
But what changed for you? Because there was a time when this opportunity came to you before as well and you turned it down. What changed?
The environment, the inspiration. The inspiration, I think it's been hugely inspirational. And it's the call of Mr. Modi saying, come and join me, I can't do it alone. Everybody has a role to play. So it made me search for myself. What more can I do? Whatever I have done, but what more can I do? It was his call to the nation, and I think that's what now applies to everybody, and I tweeted it. Whether you're a parent, you're a teacher, you're a professional, you're a leader, wherever you are, give it. So when I said it, I asked myself, what can I do more? And that's how a new inspiration came, and I tell you, it's just the happening of last few days. It's unbelievable even for myself. So therefore the credit goes to his inspirational leadership and the way he galvanized his party and the way party cadres supported him, the volunteers supported him. They all rose to the occasion. And the credit goes to the voters, the young voters.
But ma'am, are you already in talks with India? Are you already in talks with BJP leaders? I mean, is this a serious political move? There's one thing, you are ready. But is this now likely to happen that you will be the party's face for the Delhi elections? You will be the BJP's face. You will be the chief ministerial candidate.
I think let's leave that to their prerogative. I said I'm ready. Earlier, I did decline, respectfully decline, and I'm grateful that they considered me of value. But I did say I'm not capable. I said I'm not capable. I'm not ready. Today I say I'm ready. So I think let's leave the rest to the future.
Okay, let me just take this to Chandan Mitra. Mr. Mitra, with the BJP, how does the BJP look at Kiran Bedi's announcement that she's now ready? If it's offered to her, she's ready.
Well, that's for the party to decide. I think Ms. Bedi was offered earlier. She said she was not prepared for electoral politics. I welcome her change of stance. In fact, I personally also met her on a flight. And I told her that, she should come into the limelight, into politics, because that is a very, very appropriate way to achieve the goals that she has set for herself. So I'm very glad that she has changed her mind. The rest, as she has rightly said, we must leave to the future. And as far as being the BJP's face for the elections and all, Nidhi, you have not only jumped a gun, you have jumped an entire armory. Now,
I'm a TV anchor, that's what I do.
Well, you know, it doesn't happen like that. Kiranji has to join the BJP. Party takes a collective decision. We are not an individualistic kind of party that one day somebody decides that so and so will be the leader and so will be dropped from a position. It doesn't happen that way. There's a party culture, and you must respect the democratic culture of the BJP.
Okay, so let me ask Bharat Bhushan first. Kiran Bedi coming into the political sphere of Delhi's politics, would that make the AAP, which is now seriously looking at this re-election, a little nervous? Because she's also an activist face, she's a well-known face in Delhi, she'll click with a lot of voters, and the BJP is on a high.
Let me first say that my vote actually would go to Chandan Mitra as a candidate for Delhi's chief ministership for one simple reason. He's a good Democrat. He contested elections when there was no inspiration and the atmosphere was not right, when any lamppost could win. He took a great risk. He spent half his life working in Delhi as a teacher. He studied here. He's been a journalist. I would say Chandan Mitra for Delhi chief ministership.
No, he fought a good fight.
Having said that, I'm saying that what I see, the people of Delhi will also see. So it isn't as if it's going to be a cakewalk for Miss Bedi. She's a very competent officer, good officer, a police officer. I hope she'll be an equally competent politician. But she has to, as Chandan said, go through the process, campaign, and hopefully she will win. But she will win in a context where it will be easy for BJP candidates to win.
You think it won't be?
And it could well be. It could well be, but things could change, you know, till the time the elections are announced, or if elections are held at all. So AAP would certainly be worried, not necessarily by Ms. Bedi's candidature, but by elections per se.
Okay, Saurabh Bhardwaj is here from AAP with us. Now, Saurabh, let's just turn to what tamasha in a sense has happened today. You know, many would say what has happened today is another political stunt by Arvind Kejriwal. Why go through this whole process? Now he's sitting in Tihar jail, then your people are outside creating a ruckus over there at jail. It seems that this agitational politics is here to stay as far as Arvind Kejriwal is concerned. Nothing's changed.
I think agitational politics is very much part of a democracy, and as a poor party we don't have anything else, you know, that running TV advertisements worth crores of rupees we just have agitations. We can just do this as a poor party, and it's a very democratic way of doing it.
No, but why? I mean, I'm trying to understand the issue. Why refuse to pay a bail bond?
Look, Kejriwal had refused to pay the bail bond, I think even in the past, for at least 3 to 4 occasions, and it was never a case that, you know, he was sent to the jail. This was the first time he has been sent to the jail. You can have your own conclusions, what has changed in these years or in this time, but I think it is very unfortunate that you, in a country, a free country, a democratic country, you should be a rich man if you want to accuse somebody of corruption. If you are poor, look, it's just a way of looking at things. Suppose you are poor.
It's not a publicity stunt because we're going probably into elections in Delhi.
No, but it is the
how
judge.
It's being looked at. I mean, look at the scenes outside Tihar, you know, and you know that the cameras are going to be focusing on this.
I don't think, you know, Kejriwal could have planted this in the mind of a judge that, you know, that he or she will send him to jail. I think it was the judge, or it was the whatever, they decided that he should be sent to the jail. Otherwise, he maintained the same stance in all his cases. He says that I will not pay for the bail bond, because it's his democratic right that if he feels
Bharat Bhushan wants to come, I'll take this.
I want to ask you, is it alright for politicians to be so abrasive as Mr. Kejriwal is and go around defaming people and accusing them of corruption? It is one thing to hold a debate on corruption in the assembly or in parliament, but to go around accusing people with unsubstantiated charges, is that alright? Is that alright for a common man to do, or even for a political leader to do?
Look, if you are, you know, fighting against powerful people like Nitin Gadkari, you know, hope he doesn't, you know, prosecute me for defamation now.
If you're going to repeat some of the stuff.
He has been discharged by the income tax department.
Yeah, everybody knows, you know, how income tax departments works, how CBI works. And everybody knows it, so you know, it is nothing.
You're for right to defame, are you?
No, I don't say that, you know, we have a right to defame, but, you know, everybody saw it on television channels, how, you know, what kind of, you know, companies had, you know, invested money in Nitin Gadkari's TV corporation. Who will investigate? There is no independent agency in this country to investigate.
I think the point is has the AAP learnt any lessons? I think that's the point. Have you learnt any lessons from what has happened in the Lok Sabha?
If as a party, AAP will try to learn lessons just on the basis of electoral defeats, and we start compromising on our core ideology, then we are finished. It doesn't matter to us whether we get electoral victory or not.
What else will the benchmark be? Kiran Bedi, come in over here. As KC Singh was pointing out to me before he was leaving, Arvind Kejriwal today is in the jail that you were in charge of once upon a time, Tihar. Do you see this as a publicity stunt, or do you see this as Arvind being his principled self?
All I can say is that Arvind Kejriwal and his team is on a poll mode. They are on a poll mode. Simple. For them, the polling is the elections have started. So they are on a poll mode, and this is our first sign.
And do you believe that therefore they haven't learnt any lessons from the defeat in the Lok Sabha polls?
Maybe this is the strategy they've decided. How do I know? But all I know is this is visibly a bugle for poll mode.
Saurabh?
I think we should welcome Kiran Bedi in the political scenario. And what else can I say to her?
No, but then Chandan Mitra, the question really is whether AAP is today struggling to remain relevant in the political discourse of this country. They have those 4 seats from Punjab. They came second in the seats in Delhi, which is admirable for a party that is contesting for the first time. But it is way below their own grand targets, and they contested 400 plus seats. Are they now? Is this a desperate attempt to stay relevant in a sense? What's happening now?
Nidhi, I was quite, struck by a phrase used by Mr. Saurabh that they are not going to move from their core ideology. All I have seen of the core ideology is to sit on Dharna and create, total mayhem in Delhi, the Chief Minister sitting on Dharna and disrupting everything around, then quitting on a whim, and then finally going to jail for nothing. And then blaming the judiciary. What else could the judges do? There's no option. You deliberately obstruct, you block, say we won't pay the bail bond, and so send me to jail, so that I can gain some publicity. This is not even publicity; is so below standard that I can only call it Nautanki, and maybe I am insulting the Nautanki, which is a great folk art.
I think he has just forgotten the dharna by Narendra Modi when he was denied permission, and he held a huge rally without permission in Varanasi. And I don't know what Chandan Mitra will call it, an agitation, a dharna or Nautanki or whatever.
To hold rallies without permission? Is this the right thing to do? Hold rallies without permission? Yes. To sit on dharna without permission?
You did it in Varanasi.
Is there no?
Your Prime Minister candidate did it in Varanasi. Your Prime Minister candidate did it in Varanasi against the Election Commission, which is a constitutional body.
He didn't violate any rules actually, because he just drove through.
He did not violate any rule.
He didn't hold a rally.
No, it was a
look what you're doing outside Tihar right now.
He did not hold a rally.
There was a traffic jam in India Gate also tonight because of Arvind Kejriwal's decision to pull.
And did Arun Jaitley get a permission for holding a dharna against Election Commission? No.
He did a dharna for 4 hours, which I don't think inconvenienced many people the way
all of this is going on. Modi did not violate any order. He did not take out a rally.
That's correct. He didn't violate any rules. But Bharat Bhushan, then what does the AAP need to do to make itself relevant? Is this going to work?
To be fair to AAP, they are well-intentioned people. They are setting new political processes in place, and they're making mistakes in the process.
Huge ones.
Huge mistakes. This kind of drama is completely uncalled for. They must, democracy is based on compromise. If I were Arvind Kejriwal, I would go to whoever's in charge of the Congress and said, look, we made a mistake, let's form a government together, otherwise the BJP will sweep. Because it's not in the interest of AAP or the Congress to have BJP sweep the entire Delhi election. So they must learn to compromise. Democracy is actually about finding the middle ground instead of going on extremes all the time and hoping that this will go down well with the people. People are not foolish. They don't get fooled by these agitations and these tantrums. They got punished for it, for not running the Delhi government. So you apologize for making those mistakes, and then you go on making some other mistakes. This is what I don't understand, and I think this is political immaturity.
Kiran Bedi, if you had one piece of advice to your former friends in the AAP and to Arvind tonight, what would it be?
Well, if you choose to go to jail, don't go during summer months.
and who knows Tihar better than you do. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Once again, you know, Arvind Kejriwal in the headlines because he's decided not to pay that bail bond. Let's see how that story plays out the rest of the week. See you all tomorrow. Thank you very much to our entire panel for joining us, and good luck to you, Kiran Bedi, in your political career when it does happen. Thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you all again tomorrow.